think my brother is in there, buried under the floor.
Well, if you do find anything, you're going to be cautioning her for concealing a burial.
You're miserable, Janet, and you're jealous and you can't even see it. Get out!
Unless we've unearthed somebody with 3 hands, we're looking at more than one body. You are being formally charged with preventing a lawful burial.
Helen!
Have you been invited to this do tonight?
What do? Oh, Sammy's engagement do? Yeah. Why?
I was just trying to fathom why she's invited some people, but not others.
Well, I'm Sammy's godmother, and Mitch was at Bruges with Jill 400 years ago, and Dave, in fact, so... Jill's husband, ex-husband. So we're all family friends.
Okay.
I say godmother. I use the term loosely, having not stepped inside a church since... Blimey. Although I did once buy him an advent calendar.
She not invited you to this, Dib? So it's just...
Yeah, the in crowd.
Hey, listen, I brought enough booze to sink a battleship with, Sammy. That is the equivalent of buying twice as much as what I think we'll need. Yes, I'm aware that your mates can drink for England. On the other hand, I personally do not want to wake up with a small deluge of wall-to-wall vomit tomorrow morning. And if I do, guess we'll be cleaning it all up. Because it sure as heck won't be my good self. Yes, I do want you to have a good time. But I've got no time to get my house back. And if that does happen, I'll be lining your mates up one by one and they'll subsequently be singing in very high-pitched voices. They know that, don't they? Anyway, it isn't about your mates, is it? It's about you and Orla. Yeah, well, I'm glad to hear it. Hey, and make sure she brings this famous engagement ring. I want to see it. Oh, my God. Has somebody fetched the cake? Your dad? I'm putting the phone down now. I'm going. I don't want to knock any little old ladies down and I'll be living with the consequences. Okay. Ta-ta. See you in a bit. Hey, kid, have you hoovered? What the hell are you doing?
You're going to find out what it's like to die now. You're right, bitch. Oh, now, any smart moves and this knife's coming through the back of this seat right into your spine.
What do you want?
Force. Shut that. Green light. I want you to put your foot down. And first chance we get, we're doing a U-turn.
Why? Where are we going?
Find out when we get there, won't you?
I can't. She tried. It's my son. I'm going to get a gun. He's expecting me if I'm not home in quarter of an hour.
Oh, what would he do? Explode? Pass out? Turn into a pumpkin? Here. Right, turn left. Turn round here, look. Indicate, bitch.
You know, someone needs to tell her. Someone needs to say, Janet, you're 49 years old. You're flirting with someone who was still in nappies when you were feeling your first collar. You look ridiculous.
I think we're just mates.
I mean, talk about lack of self-awareness. She might as well have a big neon sign flashing on her forehead saying, hello, I'm having a midlife crisis.
It's...
Yeah, what is it?
Horses for courses.
Is it? How?
Just, you know...
What?
I don't know, Rachel.
Do you know, I used to think the world of her. I used to think the sun shone out of her. You know, and I was so impressed with her, Mitch. And then you just end up thinking, oh, Jesus.
There's more rain forecast later.
So what?
I was just changing the subject.
Right.
You really need to move on.
I have done me. Tell me what you're thinking. Helen, we've never met.
No.
Funny that.
Is it?
I don't know.
Have I upset you?
Upset me.
Personally, have I upset you?
You've turned my life into one big steaming pile of festering excrement. Well, other than that...
Me personally?
Not that I'd make any great claims for it before. My life. I wouldn't inflict my life on anyone. At any stage. Not on a dog. But having said that...
What do you want?
I did used to have a roof over my head and someone who gave a toss about me. And a job. I had a job, used to earn money. And get this, I used to be able to walk around the supermarket without some ignorant twat coming up and spitting in my face. And not only that, I used to be able to walk to the end of our street without little kids on bikes lobbing crisp packets full of dog dirt at me. I didn't know I was born, did I? Looking back.
What do you want?
Me? Ooh, fortnight in the Bahamas. 80 grand a year, tip two at Ritz. Want everything, me, greedy cow.
No, I mean...
I know what you meant.
Helen, you're drunk.
No!
Helen.
Really? Oh, it's amazing what the trained eye can spot. There's no flies on you,
What you're doing is very serious.
What do you think?
You've not thought this through.
Please feel free to think that.
Helen, this can only get more and more serious. If you stop this now, if you calm down, let me stop the car, we can talk through everything you're upset about properly. We can...
Dare stop this car, Meg. No, you stop this car a second longer than necessary. This plate's coming through your ear hole and right out the other side. With hilarious consequences. Not for you, anyway. I want to know where we're going! We're going to get on the M62. Eastbound. Going to the seaside. You and me, pal.
Rachel, have you got a sec? We're missing a couple of statements from the Kenneth Valentine file. One of them's yours.
Well, that's because I haven't written it up yet.
Janet needs to get the file off to the barrister today, before lunchtime. She asked you for your statement 3 days ago.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did.
Not.
Right, well, she's telling me she did.
She asked me for it on Wednesday at 5 o'clock, which isn't 3 days ago. Strictly speaking, it's not even 2 days ago. And that's 1 day and a few hours ago. And I said it would be ready by the end of play today. She said that would be fine.
Right, well, it appears that you've been talking at cross
I
purposes.
can't help that if she's telling you one thing and asking me for something else.
It'd be nice if we were all working with each other rather than against each other.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
Right. Well, then you've got an hour and a half to get it on a desk.
No, well, that won't be happening.
Sorry.
Well, with all due respect, Rob, I've got to update my progress report for the Willowvale Nursing Home. I've got to complete the video viewing log for the residents' interviews. And I've got to finish the MCOT learning module for diversity. What with me being politically incorrect and sending you that left email, which was, by the way, just a joke.
Well, all those things can wait.
No. She's going to have to ring that barrister and tell him that she's made a mistake.
Yeah, well, that's not going to happen either. The barrister wants to take the file home for the weekend.
She said she didn't need it.
Lunchtime today was always the deadline.
Yes, and I made it clear that I
Right,
couldn't.
well, I'm asking... No, I'm not asking you, Rachel. I'm telling you.
Well, it's interesting, isn't it, that she's got you doing this instead of coming to me and saying, Rachel, where's that statement that I asked you for not 3 days ago, and which I said would be fine by the end of play on Friday?
This is...
What?
childish. And... well, you wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't the boss's day off.
I don't know what you mean.
I think you do.
Sorry, childish.
Can we do this thing? So the barrister gets what he needs, when he needs it, so we can nail Nick Crossland's ass to the floor for murdering Kenneth Valentine.
Right, fine. If you want things at a different time to what's been agreed...
I said lunchtime.
Pay for it instead of getting your little monkey to do it for
I
you.
said Friday lunchtime.
Yeah, and I made it clear.
I said Friday lunchtime. It's always been lunchtime.
And I
You know
made
that.
it clear.
And I made it perfectly clear that the end of the day was not an option. The fact that you chose in your usual pig-headed fashion to misread that as me saying, oh, that's okay then, isn't something I can help. If I had plenty of time to get it done, I could see that you weren't doing it. If I had no other option than to go higher up. Yes, pig-headed, it means being stubborn. It means blithely doing whatever the hell you want when you know damn well it's not what's been asked for. It's passive-aggressive nonsense.
Don't try and intimidate me, Janet.
I'm not trying to intimidate you. If I was trying to intimidate you, you'd know about it.
You're not going to make me feel inadequate either. You can practice those sort of tricks on someone further down the food chain if that's something that you need to do.
I just want the statement, Rachel, so I can complete the file. It really is that simple.
Where's Jill's? Anyone know where Jill is?
Home?
Home, as far as we know.
Why?
Okay, hang on a second. MIT Command, member of the public, rang 39, said she saw a woman in a car with a knife to her throat. Someone's sitting in the back of the car. Took the registration number. It's Jill's.
What's that?
Right, will do. Right. Ring her home, try a mobile. They're activating the Red Centre, treating it as a suspected abduction.
Sammy, it's Janet.
Do you know anything about Hoovers? Aren't they supposed to suck things up?
That's the plan.
Yeah, well, this isn't sucking.
Is the bag full?
Is there a bag?
Sammy, is your mum there?
No. No, she went to the supermarket.
Where?
Down in Shore. And she's supposed to be back. She rang me.
She rang you when? When did she ring you?
Over half an hour since. Well, she just finished shopping and she was supposed to be coming straight home, but...
She didn't answer her mobile.
How far away is that, the supermarket, from your house?
10 minutes? Why?
Well, OK, look, I don't want to alarm you, but we've had a 999 call from a member of the public, and there's a concern...
And they've activated the Red Centre.
Superintendent Dodson's gone in as the commander.
Superintendent, Hugh Crosley, soccer tactical advisor.
What's already been done?
ANPR. She's on the M62 heading east towards Leeds.
Has the woman who rang 39's been interviewed?
Over the phone, she reported seeing the assailant carrying a knife. She said it looked like the driver had been tethered to the seat by the neck.
Did we get a description of the driver?
It does sound like it is DCI Murray.
Right. I want firearms. I want to know what surveillance capability we've got. Is air support already up?
I'll find out.
If not, I want a fixed ring up ASAP. I want pictures on these screens. I want to see who it is in that car with her. Can someone get me the Assistant Chief Con on the phone? She'll need briefing.
I need a wee.
Bad luck. On the bright side, you make better decisions when you need a wee, apparently. Not that you will be making any decisions. You know, that'll be me. Your decision-making days are over and done with. They're gone with the wind.
I want to help you, Helen.
Help me. Really? Oh, that's good. That's funny.
I do, and I can. I'm sure I can.
Is that why you've charged me with a crime that you wouldn't even have known had happened if I hadn't come and told you about it? Because you want to help me?
That wasn't my decision.
Is that why you're making me go to court? So everybody can get the wrong end of the stick and think that I was involved in all that other gruesome shit that was going on down there in that bloody dungeon? Because that is what people think. It's why they throw things at me and call me names in the street. It's why they damage Louise's house, and that is why she took me out. That and the drinking.
Yes, but Helen, doing this isn't going to make it better. Is it?
What were you buying all that booze for? Did you say you're having a party? Hello?
A party, yeah. Tonight.
Damn. Shame you'd be missing it. Did you say something about an engagement?
My son.
Ah, bless. Bless his heart. No booze and no mother at engagement do. Sometimes life's just chock full of nasty little surprises. Still, on the plus side, you won't be waking up with a hangover in the morning. You won't be throwing up everywhere. There's something.
I'll have you had a drink problem, Helen.
It's not a problem. I like being pissed.
Helen, I'm going to pass out if you don't loosen this belt.
No, you're not. If you don't stop complaining, I might tighten it some more.
The tracking vehicle's a red Vauxhall, one behind DCI Murray's car, so...
Is that it?
Yeah.
I need to see inside the car. I need to see who that is.
India 99, camera zoom into vehicle, over.
Is that a woman?
DS Waddington.
What's happening with Sammy?
I've rung Dave.
Okay.
What's happening?
Superintendent Dodson. She wants you and you to join us at CID HQ.
When?
Now.
Why? Why us?
She didn't say.
What about this?
Well, I guess this takes priority.
mean, who did... Yeah, you're right. Stupid question.
Who'd abduct her? You know as much as me.
Well, who wouldn't abduct her? Number of evil gits she's bundled up.
It's a funny thing, but people don't. There are generally enough demons of their own to bother with.
Wait, someone she interviewed when she was younger? Someone from years ago? Someone she helped get sent down whenever, and they've just got out and they've held a grudge against her all this time.
They're not criminal masterminds, these people. Surely to God you know that by now. If it is personal, it's more likely to be someone she's pissed off recently, someone who hasn't had time to get over it.
Well, like you said, when does she come face to face?
She doesn't. But she does do interviews on the telly sometimes. Anyone who was interested would know that she was the SIO.
And anyway, anyone she'd pissed off recently had been sent down.
Well, not if they haven't gone to trial yet.
Anyone dangerous would be on remand. It's Helen Bartlett.
What do you reckon? You spent more time with her than anyone else.
It's her. It's her. What the hell's she playing at?
If and when we try and make contact with her, I want you to talk to her.
Okay.
We know she's got a mobile on her. We're picking up a signal. She's not tried to ring anyone yet. Jill's, she's switched off or dumped. We know Jill's was last used in a car park in Shaw when she rang Sammy at 11:30. How is Sammy?
Dave's with him.
Great. Well, that's killing two birds with one stone. And visions of him rolling up here trying to stick his neb in. Dave, no.
Yeah, got that, boss. I wonder what she wants.
Well, until she tries to contact someone, we won't know. We could ring her, of course, but it's a risk. I don't want to freak her out and she ends up using the knife. No, I think we wait until we get some indication of what her plans are.
If I was Jill, I wouldn't just sit there.
I don't think we've got much choice. I think she's got something fastened round her neck. Anyway, Jill knows what to do. She'll keep her talking till we can do something decisive. Helen, if it is Helen, doesn't know it, but she's surrounded. I've got firearms officers from Yorkshire Police following them in 2 vehicles half a mile behind, and that red Vauxhall 2 vehicles behind us.
Right, and does Jill know that we're...
No, her field of vision's limited by the restraint. She's on her own as far as she knows.
Is it worth getting someone from the Green Centre to go and pick her girlfriend up? If we're confident that it is Helen, she had a girlfriend, Louise. She might know something about what's going on inside her head.
Yeah, let's do that. Clive.
Ma'am.
Maybe you should talk to her, Louise.
Is that...
No, not normally, but you're going to be the one talking to Helen, so if she does tell us anything useful, might as well cut out the middleman.
Do you need me, Mum?
Yes, I do. When Janet goes into the negotiation cell, I'll need to run her, and I want 2 people who communicate with each other well. Well, who better than you 2?
Why do you need to run her?
Well, she has to be in isolation. If I have to give any nasty orders to firearms, Janet can't know anything about it. Not if she's trying to have an honest negotiation with Helen.
Do you want a swig?
No. Thank you.
I've got loads.
It makes me fart, lager.
Oh, they wouldn't want that.
No?
It might make things easier, though, if you're a bit pissed. When the time comes. That's what I'm doing, anyway. That's my plan.
Well, until you share with me what the plan is, Helen. I'm afraid I'm in the dark.
Do you think anyone's missed you?
I have no idea.
What'll happen when somebody does?
I don't know.
No, come on. If you don't come home and... What's he called? Your boy?
John.
If you don't come home when John expects you, what's he gonna do?
I don't know. Probably won't even notice. Why are you targeting me, Helen?
I saw you on the news. After you persuaded the CPS to prosecute me.
I didn't persuade...
You make recommendations.
I wasn't even the senior investigating officer on this one. I was
13 years old. I am being vilified for something I was forced to do by a psychopath. And if it wasn't for me coming forward, the world would have known nothing about what he'd done.
Yes, but I wasn't...
I admitted what I'd done. It took me a bloody long time to do it. Fair enough, but I did it. And this is the thanks I get. Oh, fuck you. If you think I'm standing up in court to waste breath defending myself, just to get stared at and spat at and insulted, I'm not hanging around for that. I've had enough. And someone is coming with me. And that someone is you. And then they're all going to realise that they made a mistake. Whoever it was, whichever bunch of twats, including you, made this decision. So stop trying to wriggle off the hook. And next time, hopefully, people are going to think very hard about what they do to people. You're coming off at the next junction.
Helen, I want to be clear. What you're talking about. You're talking about suicide.
Yeah, Anne. That's the one. And I'm taking you with me.
Louise, they've driven across the M62. They've come off the M62 at Howden in East Yorkshire and now they're on the A614, which goes to the East Coast. So is there anybody there that she knows or anything at all?
Where's Flamborough Head?
Why?
That's East Coast.
Why?
She talked about it once. She went there once on a school trip when they were little. She always said it was the loveliest day. She always wanted to go back. We always meant to, only we never did. We never found time.
Louise, at some point soon, we're going to want to make contact with Helen, and I'm wondering, subject to what Superintendent Dodson thinks, if it might be best if you were to make that call initially. How would you feel about doing that?
If it helps.
She's got a knife. She's got DCI Murray trapped in the vehicle. We don't know what she intends. We could stop the vehicle, that's well within our capability, but we daren't spook her. We want to talk to her without scaring her into doing something rash, for her own sake as well as DCI Murray's.
Ma'am, Louise is telling us that she thinks she could be heading to Flamborough Head on the East Coast.
Flamborough Head.
Yeah, it's got some sort of sentimental attachment to it. She visited there as a kid, but... Well, as well as that, isn't it, like, big cliffs?
Is it?
Yeah, I think... Well, it's the sort of place that people go to commit suicide.
Right. Right.
But why would you abduct someone if you're going to do that?
Well, I suppose if you got it into your head to take someone with you.
What's going to happen to her?
Well, we're going to talk her down. That's the plan.
And then what?
Let's just get them back safely before we worry about what...
Will they shoot her?
She's abducted a police officer, Louise. She'll be arrested.
We could set up a roadblock in Spalding on the moor now with an idea where they're heading.
No, it's too much of a gamble. We could force her hand and then God knows what she'll do with that knife.
The more she drinks, more erratic she's going to get.
The more she drinks, more docile she's going to get. It'd be nice if they just ran out of petrol, wouldn't it? They came to a standstill without us forcing it. Dodson?
Well, Louise is offering to ring Helen to speak to her, to break it to her gently that we're onto her, and then hopefully we can hand things over to the negotiator. To Janet, I mean, without freaking Helen out.
Perfect.
Why are you crying?
I'm not.
It's not much fun, is it? Not being in control.
Is that how you feel? Is that how you feel, Helen? Not in control?
Nope. I feel full of the joys of spring, me. Life's just one big, long cabaret, eh, old chum?
No, it isn't. That's not what you really think, is it? Not if the plan is to end it all.
Shut up.
I made a mistake. I'm sorry, I understand that now.
Yeah, you're just saying that.
I'm not. I get it. I'm sorry, I just...
What?
I see a lot. I see 14-year-olds dump old-age pensioners in the canal after they've suffocated them. I see pathetic men leave 8-year-old boys in wheelie bins after they've raped them. It's not my decision. Things have to go to a jury. For your sake, so everyone will know you weren't guilty, so there'll be no shadow of doubt in anyone's mind, because the chances are you're going to get off. You must know that.
Bollocks.
No!
We've been through this. You're missing the point. You're pissing in the wind. The damage has been done, so this is what's happening. We're going to drive off Flamborough Head and into the sea. Do you remember Chitty Chitty Bang Bang? No, it won't be like that, because they could fly.
I'm not driving off Flamborough Head, you bloody are.
Oh, hello. It's the lady wife. What do you want?
Hello.
Hurry up. I'm busy.
You've got to stop what you're doing. You've got to let the police officers stop the car. You've got to let her go. Hello? Hello?
Where are you?
I'm in Manchester. This lady wants to talk to you.
What lady?
Janet. You know her?
Do I? Keep your fucking foot down.
Yeah, you do. She spoke to you before when
I was arrested.
Helen, please don't do this. We can work something out. I'm sorry. Please.
You had the chance.
I was struggling as well.
I have to go now.
You're just going to make things worse for yourself, Helen. Helen.
She's hung up.
What's going on?
Nothing's going on. Why aren't we there yet?
What's she saying?
Nothing.
Why did she ring you?
Who said you could ask questions?
I drive you to where you want to go. I'm not driving you into the sea.
Yeah, well, we'll see about that. Now what?
Helen, it's Janet Scott. We met before. Do you remember?
How could I forget?
What's going on, Helen?
Nothing.
Are you all right?
Never better.
You don't sound yourself.
Well, I may have had a few beers.
What's going on, Helen?
I think I said.
People are worried about you.
No one's worried about me.
Louise is worried about you. I'm worried about you.
Oh, bless. Bless you all. I'm so popular.
Helen, you've got yourself into a situation and we need to find a way out of it.
Yep.
Tell me what you're worried about.
Nothing. Nothing worries me anymore.
Tell me what you're thinking. Tell me what you'd like somebody to do that could help you.
You're all tossers.
She won't engage with us. She keeps hanging up. I think whatever she's got planned, she's going to do it come hell or high water. Do you want to move the firearms units up? You need to be in a position to stop her now.
Go.
You do what you have to do, Helen. But I'm not driving into the sea. If my son has to hear about how I died, it won't be because I killed myself.
Tell Janet to ring the number again and to let Helen know if she answers it that she's surrounded. And then what's going to happen then is that I'll be handing command over to the firearms centre. Come on.
You answer it.
It's you they want to talk to.
I'm not talking to them.
Hello?
Jill? Janet?
What's going on?
I'm with Helen Bartlett.
We know that.
She's got a knife. She's got a belt round my neck. I'm fastened to the seat.
Jill, she needs to know, you need to know that you've got 2 firearm units within 50 yards of you.
Right.
Are you all right?
Been better?
The incident commander would like you to tell Helen that she's surrounded.
Right.
Okay, no worries.
Sorry, hang on, Janet. She's telling me something. Sorry, Helen, you what?
I came here once.
Did you?
School trip. I was 9. We went to a birth sanctuary. And then we came to look at the lifeboats.
I wanted to stay here. Forever. I certainly didn't want to go home.
No, Janet.
Yeah.
You told Sammy I love him. If anything,
Nothing's going to happen.
Sammy.
my son, he's not called John, I lied.
Why?
Don't know.
He's getting engaged.
Yeah.
Married.
Yeah.
Children.
Who knows?
One day.
Jill, can you tell
Helen, she's surrounded.
Helen, I'm being informed to advise you that we're surrounded by firearms officers. So now might be a good time. You can still leave this place alive, and I promise you'll get help, and I will say that I believe I made a mistake. Helen.
I don't feel too good.
Helen, what have you done?
Jill, what's happening?
This is what it feels like.
Helen!
Jill!
Helen! Helen! Oh my God! Helen!
Sticky! Cut her wrist, she's passed out! I can't do anything!
Jill! I want an ambulance! Get me an ambulance, Janet, now!
Helen's fainted, she's got a wrist.
Move in, she's down. Get the officer out.
Right, moving. Surround car, minimum force.
Get this fucking thing off me!
Can you hear me?
I'll go and tell Janet.
Yeah.
She's out and she's fine. Are you okay? Are you?
I think so.
Well done.
I'm not sure I actually did anything. Sammy.
I'll run the troops.
Hello? She's fine, she's fine. She's out, we've got her out.
And who was it?
And who was it?
Helen Bartlett.
Sammy,
Helen Bartlett. And what's happened to her?
it's Janet.
She's got her wrists.
She's fine. She's
We don't know.
absolutely fine.
Beer? What beer? I don't know about you, but I could do justice to a cup of tea.
Sod that I want a proper drink. How's your mum?
Much the same. How's yours?
Much the same. How's Sean?
I don't know. I haven't had a single word from him. I mean, I've had a few shitty text messages off his mother, but I guess I asked for that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
About which bit?
Your marriage.
Yeah, well, can I just say?
Yeah?
That I don't want to go on like this.
Rachel.
No, I mean, I can't stand it, and if it does go on like this, then I'm leaving.
Don't say that.
Well, when are you gonna
What?
get over this?
Get over it.
All right. Forgive me. See?
What? What?
Well, you're enjoying it.
Oh, don't be stupid.
Well,
I am not. I have not enjoyed this. Any of it. I've been having a really shit time, actually, because of it. And I'm sorry. I am. I realised that I might have reacted too much given everything that you've been through with your mother and your brother and Sean and everything.
I applied for my sergeant's exams again.
Good. Good. Good for you.
I'm going to turn up this time and pass them.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm sorry. I am sorry, Janet, for what I did.
I'm sorry too.
What?
Helen Bartlett died in the ambulance, dead on arrival.
What a life.
Sometimes, you know, we do make mistakes.
So, do you think they're going to go ahead with this engagement party tonight?
Yeah, actually, knowing Jill. She'll make a point of looking like she's untouchable.
I might crash it.
Do you want to get back in the office and finish that statement for me? Can you come in?
Oh,
Dave sent us up to see if you're all right.
Dave.
Someone thought you might be upset, so...
Dave. Has he not fallen over yet?
Heading that way.
I have plans myself.
I'm here because you didn't invite me, but I wanted to say hello.
You can crash my potties anytime, kid.
Are you all right?
Hell of a thing.
Yeah.
Thought I'd had it. Pretty much, at one stage. Of course, it wouldn't be the first time little bastard waved a gun in my face once. In Hume. But this... I've never seen anyone actually die before. I've seen more dead bodies than you've had embarrassing and inappropriate sexual encounters, but... yeah. Never seen anyone actually... Are you two speaking?
Well, she finally apologised properly, so...
Me apologise? It was you that apologised.
When?
This afternoon.
When?
She did.
When?
When you said sorry.
When?
She did.
Yeah, she's lying.
In the pub.
What pub?
We went to the Grapes.
What were you doing in the pub in the middle of the afternoon? What do you think this is? Life on Mars?
A professional obsession to find a killer spanning 3 decades, risking her family and career. Sergeant Woods is determined to get justice. Life of Crime concludes tomorrow night at 9. Looking for a lighter look on life? Fancy a lemon? Celebrity Juice starting on ITV2 now. Here on ITV, it's the news at 10.